Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It's me, Adam Marshall, and today we'll be going over the next 32 flags that I've made. These are Spanish-speaking countries. The first 21 are, and then the rest are any random ones. Please comment down below if you want me to make a flag of your choosing, and I will make it. And please like and subscribe. These are the countries that I'll be making. They are 21 Spanish-speaking countries, then the rest are not Spanish-speaking countries. The first one that I made is Costa Rica. I made it using a base of white, then the two blue lines on either side, and then the middle red line that is way thicker than either one's. And then, like as you can see, it's like a couple blocks higher. And then I made the centerpiece with just a oblong ellipsis, I think that's what it's called, and then the cool small texture design. It's very grady, but it gets the job done. The next one is probably the most iconic Spanish-speaking country that I know of, at least, Mexico. Half green, half red. Simple as that, just a simple brick. Both of them, I'm pretty sure, the same height. And then the centerpiece, I did the leaves and stuff with the eagle and the snake that the eagle is biting. Argentina is the next one, and it was pretty simple. White base with two bricks that are light blue, and then right in the center, the sun. The sun, it was pretty simple, 1 block thick of the lines around it, and a complete perfect sphere in the center, and a little face on it. And yeah. The next one is Bolivia, which I made using, well, surprisingly different technique. Carved out from the red bricks, the yellow line, and the green brick. As you can see, just like a big ellipsoid. And then the centerpiece, that eagle with the weird long neck, and then the flags and little centerpiece. The next one is Andorra, and this one I made with blue, yellow, red, as you can see, and I used a ellipsoid cutout shape, with blue and red being the same height, yellow being like 1 or 2 blocks lower, but the same idea, and then the wooden shield type thing with all the little designs inside. The next one is Cuba, which I made the basic lines and stuff, white lines underneath the red, and I added a little hump to it because I thought it would look cool. And then the triangle, I had followed the hump, and then the star I cut out from all of it onto the regular white platform. The next one is one of the easier ones. It's the Panama flag. Pretty much, it's a big red cube, sorta, and then a blue cube, and then the stars being the same size, but the red star I made thicker than the blue star, as you can see, and the blue star is just a little thinner. The next flag is the flag of Chile, which I made using a white platform and then imagined a blue rectangle going vertically, and then the red being sort of flapped down from the blue, and then the star, I use sea lanterns because it's like a star, and yeah, I like it. It's not the best, but it works well. The next one is the flag of Paraguay, And this one I used a red curve up, blue curve up, same exact height, white platform regular, and then a multi-tiered hole going to this small cube of gold in the center. I like it, it's pretty unique. Honduras is the next one. I use it using a white regular platform, 2 symmetrical blue bricks, and then the how many stars? The 5 stars. And what's cool about it is there's sort of a formula for me making stars, and this one, the stars were so small that I couldn't follow the formula, but it worked. The next one is Venezuela. This one I made using a multi-tiered yellow, blue, red like so, 1 block up or 2 blocks up. And then the centerpiece right there, as you can see, I don't know the best way I could describe it, but yeah. And then the stars, I just made balls with pieces sticking out. It works. It works. Not one of my favorite, but it works. The next one is Nicaragua. This one I made using curves of an ellipsis from the blue that's like so symmetrical, and then the centerpiece with the gold shapes around it and a triangle. And during this in school I learned trigonometry, which greatly helped me figure out how to create the triangle. The next one is the Equatorial Guinea, I think. There's a green square, a red bigger square, and then the triangle that cuts in from the squares, and then the centerpiece. This one is a weird one because when I googled all the Spanish-speaking countries, this one was like, this one didn't show up in some searches, but I like it. And the next one is Puerto Rico. This one I made red inverse circles, white right circles, semicircles, and then the triangle cutting off, only staying on each individual slab, and then the star being a literal star in the middle. This was one of the harder ones to make, but it worked out really well and I really like it. The next one is the Dominican Republic. I made using the red same, blue same, a curve and ellipsoid, cutting out from it, and then the centerpiece, as I'll show you later. I personally like this design, but yeah. The next one is Guatemala. This one I use with a specific curve of multiple circles going in then out like so. I like it. I like the design of the curve. And then the centerpiece, as you can see, being the green pigeon or bird or something on the scroll paper with the swords and stuff and flowers. I like it. I like it. The next one is Uruguay, and I did this using curves of an ellipsis, going smaller curves on the smaller sections, bigger curves on the bigger ones, and then the star like so. And the star, yeah, it's connected on one point on the bottom, but it's interesting because the curves in the inside is an actual circle if it ended at the furthest points of a circle in the middle. Next one is Peru. I use this using 2 big bricks of red and then a interesting curve of white on either side, and it cuts down inside, revealing the middle piece, which I really like. The The next one is Belize. This one is very interesting. I use red curves going inwards, and I use the same exact curve that I know of, at least, that curves inwards as I used for the blue curving outwards. And then I did a perfect circle cutout, revealing the two people, the black one, the tan one, I guess, yeah, and the leaves around it and all that stuff. It was very interesting to make. Next one is El Salvador. This one, I made the curve from each of the blue. Very interesting curve. First off, I use a white base, as you can see there. And then the curve, I did one curve out and then the symmetrical curve inwards, and the middle piece has also a triangle. The next one is the last Spanish-speaking one, Spain. I did this as the last one because, well, it's Spain. I did these interesting curves and stuff, and then I used the brick I really like with these pillars and the crown, and funnily, there's a face on the pink horse, so I used a observer block, which is hilarious. Now it's Guyana. These next ones are just random ones that I did. So yeah, Guyana, this one uses multiple triangles with different slopes from the x-axis, and they connect at a point with different levels, as you can see. Nothing too complex. The next one is Syria. I did multi-tier black, white, red, and then the stars, very simple. I just did a 2D star that's thick. I do too many 3D stars. I want to do something a little more unique. So it's like a star prism. The next one is the Central African Republic, which I did multi-tier blue, white, green, yellow, and then I did sort of cloth-like thing for the red, going down each level, and then the gold star, well not gold, just yellow, but star right in the corner. The next one is Albania, which is simple. Red and then a cutout of a double-headed dragon or something like that. At this point, I didn't know what to make, so I asked my brother like, hey, which one should I make next? And he was like, oh, do Albania. So I was like, okay, that's a cool challenge. If you guys want me to do any flags, like I said in the beginning, comment down below and I'll do it at some point. Next one is Hungary. This one I thought, or Hungary. I thought this one I already did, but apparently that was Italy or some other one. It's simple. It's a deep white base and then a green box that's the actual base level, and then a red higher box, like so. The next one is the Côte d'Ivoire. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's the Ivory Coast. I pretty much did a orange triangle like so, green triangle like so, had a base up at that spot, and then a white prism, as you can see. Fairly simple, not too complex. The next one is Belgium, which I thought I already did as well, but apparently I didn't. I did a curve of a semicircle for the red and black. Black one, it's harder to see, but I did do it. and then right in the center is the yellow. And yeah, it's kind of like the Romanian flag, I think, but not at all. But yeah. The next one is the flag of Uzbekistan, which is white base and then the green like so, cyan like so, and then the moon crescent and the multiple small stars, which are just balls. And surprisingly, I think this is the second one that I made a moon crescent for, which is very fun. Second or third. Next one is the flag of Sudan. This one was interesting. It's a ellipsis curve that's the same for black and red, and then a weirder combination of curves for the white, and it surprisingly worked out great. And then the green, I just did a triangular prism style. This next one, I thought it just looked cool. I did a red base, and then a green bigger base, and then a red bigger base, and then I did a white side that cuts out so you could see the red base. I'll show you at some point when I get to it, but yeah, I did this because it looks cool, so yeah, and it was very unique. As you can see that red, it's the base. This next one, final one, is the flag of Iraq. I did this one with a curve going like so, and a symmetrical curve that's in black going opposite, and then a white base with the lettering. I don't know what it says, but I just wanted to make sure it was pretty accurate, at least. I did this because someone commented in the comment section for me to make it, and I made it. So please comment down below if you want me to make any flags, and I will make it. And that is flag 65 to 96, which is the Spanish, but also like other ones. Please comment down below any flags you want me to make, and I will 100% make them. Please. The next flag video, it's only gonna be based off of what people commented. So please just comment down below. Even if it's like a country that you don't know if I made it already, I'll send you the link to the video. But yeah, thank you and have a good day.